What's up, guys? Today we're working on a 2017 Dodge Ram ProMaster 1500 with a 3.6 liter engine. These can be a pain in the ass to work on. So we're doing spark plugs. Initially, we got a call from the customer, had a misfire. Misfire was on cylinder 5, which is going to be the back bank. It's going to be this very rear back here. You can actually get your hand back there and you can get to the coil and replace the coil, and you could probably replace that plug without taking the plenum off. So we replaced that fixed the misfire, but we want to go ahead and do all the plugs on this. And in order to change spark plugs on this, you have to actually pull this upper intake or this plenum off. So we're almost there. I've almost got it off, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the process of how to get it off. The first thing you need to do is you need to pull all these airbox pieces out. You're going to have one that comes here, comes over, attaches to the air filter. You're going to have another one that's going to have like a little adapter that bolts on right here. It's 2 Phillips head screws. You need to get that off. And then there's another one that attaches down here to this. Take that off. You can take this off. I haven't gotten that far yet. I haven't taken it off because you actually got to pull the wipers off and get this whole little upper trim piece off in order to get this this little air dam out of here. So I'm going to try to get it without taking that off. I think I can slip it through here. So once you got all that out, then you're going to have 6 bolts that hold this upper intake in. You're going to have one here, one here. So when you look, you're going to see another set of bolts that's going to go to the lower intake. You're not going to need to take them out. This is one of those bolts. You can see right here there's a split in the intake. So this upper intake is all you need to get out of the way. So you're going to take this bolt out. There's going to be this one back here that's already loose. Then you're going to have another one. Sorry if I don't have a good focus here. You're going to have another one back here, another one right here. You're going to have 2 in these little holes right here. 1, 2, and then there's another one tucked back into here. And then after you get those out, you go ahead and disconnect all your wiring from all your sensors here. This is the harness. Flops over like this. Flops over into it. Got to disconnect all those. Just move your harness out of the way. You're going to need to disconnect the vacuum lines. So here's one. This one's going to have to be disconnected too. Probably just pull it out over here, right here. Then you got a bracket. You got a bracket way back in here. Let's see if I can show it to you. It's kind of hard to get a good view or a good angle on it. Yeah, you can see one of the bolts right there. One there, and then there's going to be another one back behind it, kind of over to the left. You need to get those 2 that are 10 millimeters out. And then up here in the front, you're going to have a bolt. You're going to have a bracket right there. You need to get that 10 millimeter out there. And then there is another one. See if I can get focused on it right there. So you need to get those 2 brackets off as well. I've already got the bolts out. The plenum is loose. See, it's shaking around, it's loose. I just need to get those 2 bracket bolts out, and then we'll get it off. Once I get that out of there, I'll come back and we'll take another. All right, so I steered you in the wrong direction before. I've got the plenum off. As you can see, it's out of there. There's 2 bolts that go onto that bracket, that last bracket I was showing you. You can see it right there. Somebody's already had this apart because the 2 bolts were missing. One goes there. They're probably 10 millimeters if I had to guess. And then there's another one that's probably kind of hard to see, but it's under this little square piece right here. Those go on the brackets, and then what you can do is just get a pry bar or a screwdriver in there and kind of pry it back a little bit, and it'll slip out from the bracket, and you'll be able to raise the intake off. But I'm pretty sure that this little air dam is going to have to come off, so I'm going to have to pull this trim, this upper trim piece here. It's going to have to come off. It's just Phillips head screws there. There's another one back here. I'll pull that out, and then they got 2 10 millimeter bolts. You got one there, and you got one back here. Those got to come out so I can get this air dam out of the way, so I can pull this plenum out of here and get it out of her way. You can see the coil packs are underneath there with the spark plugs. They're hidden underneath this plenum. So once we get this out of the way, it should be pretty simple and straightforward to get the plugs replaced and then get everything back together. Hopefully it goes smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then I will be back and check in. All right, guys, here's what we're doing. So I'm actually gonna leave this Plenum in here. It's loose. I took this other air box line out of here, that one there. You can actually get to everything once you get that off. I've already got one of the coil packs off in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this in here, so I don't have to get this air dam out of here. And you can get to everything else. You can just kind of move this around and resituate this Plenum as you go. I don't know why my camera's not wanting to focus. There we go. So that's the plan. We got the Plenum loose. We got it all out of the way. It's gonna kind of move around. I'm gonna shift it where I need to shift it to be able to get to the coils. Got our new plugs, and we're gonna go ahead and replace all the plugs. So that's it.